Welcome to the Doc of Detox show, everyone. I'm Dr. Darrell Wolfe, and I'm your host for today. And this is Braveheart Nation. Together, today, we are going to transform your life and expand your mind so that you and your family will uncover and discover the unseen healer from within. You know, we've got what was called the Hippocrates Oath. Remember that? That's what medical doctors used to state. Well, guess what? They don't state it anymore. Do you want to know why? Because guess what? They do harm. And you know what? You can only get away with that for so long. Okay? So I just want to tell you this, that in health, that's the first thing we should never do, is do any harm to anyone. You know, our whole society is built on, not our whole society, but a major part of our society is built on revenge. Think about it. When somebody hurts you, do you want to hurt them back? Do you know a lot of people that hurt? And when hurt people hurt, they hurt others. You heard what I said. And there's a lot of practitioners out there that are hurting people, okay? And I'll tell you right now, Hippocrates was the father of medicine, but he was the father of natural medicine. He wasn't the father of prescription drugs. He wasn't the father of let's do surgery first, ask questions later. And definitely, the Hippocratic Oath is something that can no longer be honored in health today. Come on. Do you actually believe that health today is actually based on love, respect, honor, and trust? I don't think so. And the thing is it's not going to be until you love, honor, and respect yourself enough that nobody can take advantage of you. I don't know why or where did we lay down and just allow things to happen. Does anybody understand that it's easier today to get someone to believe a lie than the truth? Think about what I just said. It's easier today to get someone to believe a lie than the truth, okay? I mean, think about how crazy this world has become. You can actually watch a commercial and they'll tell you that it does one thing, and then it can do 20 things, and 10 of those things are actually jeopardizing your life. But meanwhile, pharmaceutical drugs are the biggest seller on the planet. So when you can actually create emotional dysfunction in the majority of the population, and when you can get most of the population believing they're not pretty enough, they're not smart enough, right, to even get themselves healthy or to stay healthy or to understand that. We have been sold down the river when it comes to our health and when it comes to our emotions. And I just want to say this, I created my own oath, okay? And that oath is this, okay? It's called the Braveheart Oath. And it goes along with the Braveheart Way online emotional training that people do all around the world. But here's the oath. I am love. I am healed. I am Braveheart. Today and every day, from the moment I rise until I gently close my eyes, I will trust, honor, respect, protect, forgive, and totally love myself first and foremost before anyone else or anything else. So help me God. Because I am, I can. I am healed. I am Braveheart. Understand something. You will never heal from an emotional crisis until you understand that you cannot judge yourself and you cannot allow others to judge you. Look, in our society, it's filled with judges, isn't it? Our government judges us. If you go to court, you're definitely going to get judged. But we judge so much that we judge our children, we judge our wives, we judge our husbands. Why aren't we observing instead of judging? I believe that judging is revenge. Don't you think? I think that judging, okay, is going to put somebody in jail. And then did you ever notice something? One family will have a belief that if you do a certain thing, the punishment is this. Another family will believe that the punishment is this. So everything is just about beliefs. Whether you want to believe it or not, the only difference between you and me and everybody else is your beliefs. How you perceive things, how you filter things, where your attention goes, makes and shapes every part of you. You know, I have two other brothers. We were all raised by the same parents, but we're all different. All three of us are really different. My younger brother, he chooses to try to destroy himself because he believes he's not good enough. Okay? I can remember when I was growing up, I was the middle one. So it's like my older brother, he was like the firstborn and he was a boy. And that's cool. And then my younger brother, he was babied. And then me, I was forgotten about lots of times. So when they would come to find me, they could never find me. And my older brother would have to come and look for me. And I was also called the wild one, you know? So, I mean, we all take on things because of the different beliefs that people have and where we fit in life with people. I have to tell you something. What other people think about you doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You know what? I actually don't care what you think about me. I'm going to love you anyway. I'm not going to judge you. You can love me. You don't have to love me. You don't have to like me. You know, you can think that I'm arrogant or I'm egotistical. Some people would say, oh my gosh, he's brave. He knows what he really wants. So one person's belief of me could be he's egotistical. He thinks he knows everything. Another person will say he knows what he wants and he goes for it. So I'm not going to judge somebody and say, oh, well, they're wrong. Well, no, you're right. You're absolutely right. From the beliefs that you come from, I'm arrogant, I'm egotistical. Then for someone else, yeah, you're absolutely right. I know what I want and I'm confident of that and I don't need your approval. And I don't need to take anything personal. I don't take anything personal. I mind my own business. This is my business. I am an energy light being here having an earth adventure. And do you actually think in this insane, crazy, mental world where people allow themselves to be manipulated by all these systems and corporations that I'm going to take anything personal that somebody has to say to me? No. No matter what you have to say to me, I'm going to think about it and I'm going to observe it and I go, what can I learn here? How can I grow? Because whether you believe this or not, every day I wake up, I'm passionate about every moment that I'm alive to becoming a better version of myself. Do you get that? That is my greatest hobby, is to become a better version of myself. And you know what other thing? I am going to become so powerful as a practitioner in helping to reinforce that if you don't take your power back, create the perfect day for yourself, unleash that unseen healer from within, then you'll never wear a grin. You'll never wear a smile. You'll never be healthy again. You'll just be someone else's puppet. They'll be pulling the strings continually on an emotional and physical level. And that is the reality. You can say I'm wrong, but only 1 out of 10,000 people out there are actually living in joy 95% of their day. Okay? 95% of the other 9,999 people, they're playing mind games with themselves all the time. I'm not good enough. I'm not smart enough. Not tall enough. Not old enough. Not young enough. Not rich enough. And none of that is true, because you are enough. You've always been enough. The problem is that it hasn't been your time to wake up to the fact that you need to mind your own business and you need to go inside and you need to unleash the genius within inside you. And it's there. So are you the type of person that just can't wait to have someone say thank you, or wait for someone to say, oh, he's so nice or she's so nice, I can guarantee you that you are feeling empty and you're tired. You're maybe even exhausted. Intention and attention must come first before the law of attraction, before you're going to get what you want. And you're going to have to be selfish enough. You heard what I said. You're going to have to be selfish enough to know what your needs are, because if you're not going to fill yourself up and run around on empty, good luck with other people filling you up. I mean, haven't you taken a look around lately to see how dysfunctional and messed up people are? They're truly messed up. And they're going to be messed up more and more, because you got to understand, the psycho elite that run this whole planet, listen, there's some of these people, they have more money than countries. They've been actually, they've been actually studying us like lab rats. They know how to get us to consume and buy what they want us to buy. They know how to create obsession in us. They know how to create consumerism, that now we go out and we buy things when we're down. That's like going out and shopping when you're hungry for your food. You'll end up buying junk food. You never go out shopping if you're starving, because you're going to be at Costco eating fries and a burger and some of those Timbits and with that fake ice cream stuff. Everything is about honor, respect, and protecting your body. You said that you could come down onto this planet. This planet of what? Fears and tears. That's right. That's what this planet is, fears and tears. There's more fears and tears lately than smiles, right? You said you could come down here and you could meet the challenge. That you could come down here and remember something. Until the age of 3, you won't remember anything before that. But up until the age of 3, you took on all the beliefs of your parents, the church you went to, the school you went to, the people you hung around with, your parents hung around with. You had no choice in the matter. You were a living, breathing, walking, talking sponge. And you just took it all in. And then guess what? Nobody ever told you that you have to what? Deprogram yourself, that you have to brainwash yourself, that you need to get rid of 70% of the beliefs that you still have today if you want to be and live the Braveheart way. If you want to have a perfect day from the minute you wake up until you go to bed. Look, you're only as healthy emotionally and physically as the 5 main people you hang around with. You're the average. So take a look at the people you hang around with. And the big thing is that we just can't let go, can we? We can't let go what needs to get lost. We can't sacrifice. You know, you got to sacrifice something to get something. You know, like I sacrifice my time. I know that if I want to be the best practitioner I could be, if I want to be, you know, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically in charge of myself, then I've got to be alert. I've got to take the right nutrition. I've got to feed my mind properly. I've got to feed my body properly. And I've always got to be on guard, not in a paranoia way, but on guard to know that the people who love me, who do not learn how to master their mind, will be trying to manipulate me on a subconscious level. I have people that are very close to me in my life that will continually do tantrums or try to hit me below the belt and say, yeah, well, you were da-da-da-da-da-da, and keep trying to do that. I don't go for that anymore. Take a look at the people in your life that play mind games. Look at yourself and look at the mind games you play. I don't play any mind games with my staff. I don't play mind games with my family, and I'm definitely not going to do that ever. I make sure of it because I need to be my authentic self. And if I play mind games with other people, then I can never be my authentic self because my authentic self is not afraid to be the true blue me. And that's it. If I got something to say to my staff, I say it. I don't mean to hurt them, and I don't say things to hurt them. But I'm honest, and I can be honest because when you're hurt, you will not tell the truth to your family or your loved ones because you don't want to hurt them. But guess what? You're hurting them anyways. It's the same as the person who runs away from pain. They're always in pain. I don't run away from pain because pain is a friend. Pain is telling me that I need to end something on an emotional or physical level. I need to end it. I need to get back on track. Whether it's a relationship with food or with something I'm watching, something I'm doing, somebody I'm hanging around with, you have to honor yourself. But when you're so hurt, you don't want to hurt others, you will be hurt for the rest of your life. And I will tell you, I don't go around hurting people, but I will honor and respect and protect myself. And I don't mean protect, defend myself against you. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about I've got to watch my mind. You know, when I think about it, wow. You know, I had a lot of fun when I was younger, but I was as crazy as all get out, okay? And there's nothing wrong with that. But boy, I'll tell you, some of the things I did when I look at it, and you too, you know that, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know, man, I talk to women sometimes, and they'll be in their 60s or 70s, and they are still living with the idea because they slept with a bunch of different men when they were younger, that they are, you know what, dirty, no good. And I go, oh my gosh. You know, that's all part of growing up. We've all done that. And then, of course, it's okay for us guys to do it, but it's not okay for women to do it. You know? Well, you know what I told my children when they were growing up is I said, listen, just don't hurt people. Don't hurt people, especially my boys. I would say, don't you dare hurt her. Okay? You be honest with her. Don't you hurt her. Because I'll tell you, it's easy to hurt people. Because they come from hurt parents. That's why they call it adulteration. Anyways, I'm not really off topic today. It was about obsession of consumerism. Well, guess what? This all creates obsession of consumerism because when you feel empty, you got to fill yourself up. You know? I don't go shopping to make myself feel better, but I'll tell you something. You know, I've got a lot of nice clothes. I mean, as far as consumerism goes, you know, I've got probably a pair of pants that are every color in the world because I love clothes and I love buying clothes, you know, but I'm not like out there buying clothes. I like to do things and buy things. That's what you work for, so that you can buy things that you love. But I even question that. Why am I doing this? Am I out there shopping because I'm trying to fill something up? Let me be filled up first and then really love to go out and do the shopping. It's, you know, it's all about intention. It's all about the reason why you're going to do things in life. So understand, and you need to get this, unless you're going to do something, and you don't have to do my way, but unless you're going to do my Braveheart online training, which is called the Braveheart Way, and you're going to do it 3 times, and you're going to join this show, and you are going to work on it, and if you're married, you got to get your spouse to do it with you. Do the couples training together, you know, like the couples connection, where you sit there quietly, your knees touching, your hands held, and you're looking into each other's eyes for 10 minutes without talking. And then find out how walls melt. See how things change. Please understand this. Understand, you are not your mind. You are not your thoughts. And you are not the story that you tell yourself each and every day. I'm telling you, you're not. You're not. Because you haven't done the work. Okay? When we talk about these awakened people, even these spiritual leaders, you know what? They work on it 24/7. You don't have to do that. But understand something. We are all light energy beings. And we have frequency within us. So you better get that. There is nobody any better than you. And there is nobody any worse than you. We all have the qualities to become enlightened. So until you have truly taken time to think about what you think about, you will be everywhere else and you'll be everyone else because you are not in your point of power. And that is the present moment. In every present moment that you can, I would say set your phone for like every 5 minutes if you're insane. And if you're not insane, every 15 minutes. And then see if you're in the present moment. And keep on checking in every 15 minutes and see where your thoughts are. Are your thoughts on creating and knowing that you can create and have anything you want and leaving smiles everywhere you go and helping to serve and to make this world a better place? Or are you caught in your fears? And understand something. Your fears, every time you feel fear about something, there's a difference. Fear from your mind, don't listen to it. Go forward. When you feel that upset tummy, fear in your tummy, in your gut, in your core, then you stop and you breathe because you could be having a big error or mistake happening. But when it's your mind, trust me, it is your subconscious. You can't trust that until you've done something like my Braveheart Way training 3 times. Come on and ask all your questions and just really work on this 35, 40 minutes every night. And you just do it. Do you know why? Because you're going to honor, respect, and protect yourself for the first time in your life. And you're going to devote your love and your energy to the person you should be loving first and foremost, which is yourself, so that you can become that light for your family. So understand something. How you think, act, and feel is shaping your life at this very moment. What do you do in your spare time? What do you do in your spare time? Watch TV? Have a bunch of favorite shows? Do you drink beer? Do you drink wine? Okay. What do you do to really, truly look for that authentic, real self? How many vices do you have? Whether it's consumerism and shopping or smoking or even having to call people to get their support all the time. There's nothing wrong with support. But are you addicted to having people prop you up? We need to rise to our greatness together. So do you truly understand that your thoughts are not yours? Not until you understand that you've got to go into that mind of yours and you've got to create your own, to become your own. Do you understand that your mind is not yours until you've handpicked and created and dipped every prominent thought and love that lives in that beautiful mind of yours? Because that's where it needs to be. I want to see you go for it. Let me know too. Let me know how long you can do it. Let me know how long you can go without a negative thought or speaking negatively about someone or yourself. Start looking at that. Okay? And that's not focusing on negative. That's actually starting to investigate how this mind really works. Because your subconscious rules you, fools you, and schools you. And it's going to do it because guess what? Corporations are consuming you because they're making you into a consumer of what they want you to buy. Oh, come on. You know what? I'll just turn TV on sometimes just to see what's going on there. Find me something that's good on TV, a commercial. There's nothing good on there. It is totally owned by corporations that want to own you. And understand something. Whether you want to believe this or not, the psycho elite that run this planet, but don't worry, there's a greater power upstairs, that run this planet, they, have decided there's too many people on this planet, and guess what they're doing? They're depopulating it. Look at how many people are overweight and sick today. I was just in the States, and I was down there for 2 weeks. I got to tell you, with every year that goes by, this is compounding on itself. I mean, we don't have to worry about population control because we are headed for a tsunami. There's no two ways about it. So we need to actually wake up and we need to show up to our power. Okay? Are you ready to take your health and healing to the highest level? When you finally embrace the sacred truth of why and who you are, truly are, you will uncover and discover the true you, the authentic you. Okay? So my phone lines are open, and if people want to call in, they can call in. And if not, then we won't keep going on, because I don't want to just be here and just talk. But understand something. Do you have guidelines? Have you ever taken a training that gives you guidelines on how to create the perfect day from the minute you wake up until you go to bed? Do you have a little mini you on your shoulder, questioning what you do? And listen, you can never stop asking why. I question everyone. I question authority even more. You have to be prepared to question authority all the time. Authority's not going to like it. My mom and dad didn't like it. My teachers didn't like it. Okay? The government doesn't like it. Medical doctors, whoa, are you kidding? They don't like it. But if you don't question authority, then you are jeopardizing your life. You're jeopardizing your financial wealth, your health, and your emotional health. With every time that you ask why, and every time you lovingly hold that line, and you don't allow people to come in and use you like a mat. And understand, if your family's doing it, you've taught them that you're a doormat. Why? Because you're a nice guy. You're a nice girl. You ever hear this one? Oh my gosh, he died way too young. He was just a nice guy. People say that to me, and I go, listen, how long you live has nothing to do with being a nice guy. Some of the most dangerous people on this planet that are talking people to go into war and that are creating drugs, prescription drugs that are killing people, all right? They'll live to a ripe old age. On this planet, whether you want to believe this or not, you get what you focus on. You can be the most terrible tyrant, and if you believe in you, that you're strong and you look after your health, you don't get punished and taken away soon. You know, I know people that are so beautiful, so giving, have such big hearts, but the problem is they need their hearts filled all the time. And when people aren't filling their hearts, they're left lonely. So they're always desperate. When you're desperate, you can't be healthy. Because when you're desperate, you lower your vibration. I know people that are not good people, and they have a high vibration. Because even people that are out there and doing things that aren't nice, that are even like terrorism, they actually believe that they're doing this for the better of their nation, that they need to do this to create happiness in their life. There's a lot of people that have beliefs that are so dysfunctional, but they believe that these dysfunctional beliefs are the way. So I don't know. Christmas is coming. It's not far off. First, we got Thanksgiving coming. And you know, Thanksgiving is a time of giving thanks. And you know what? We should all be grateful when that comes. And I'm grateful every moment of my life for everything. Even when things don't go well, I'm still grateful. I am so grateful to come down here and play this game. And it is just a game. And I'm not going to take it personal. And when things go wrong, which I'll tell you, I've had some big tests in the last month. And they haven't gone wrong. They just haven't gone my way. But I've learned from them, and I will grow from them. So you can be a victim, or you can be the hero of your story. So when Thanksgiving comes, make sure that you're giving thanks without Thanksgiving. I don't need to have Thanksgiving to give Thanksgiving. I don't need to go to church to be the church, okay? So I give thanks every day, every moment of the day. And the biggest thing about Thanksgiving is that there'll be a lot of heart attacks in Thanksgiving because people aren't in touch with their emotions. And they've got to get together with their families that have emotional, dysfunctional beliefs. And people will overeat and overdrink. it's one of the most unhealthiest times of the year is Thanksgiving and Christmas. Take a look at how many people get rushed to the hospital with angina, okay, and panic attacks and nervous system disorders, okay? Find out. So here we go. We're going into that pretty soon. Thanksgiving, Christmas, right? And then everybody overeats and over binges. And guess what? That's your consumerism. That's your obsession. We overspend, we overeat, we overdrink, and here it comes. Are you ready to stay connected to your breath? Are you ready to stay in a really calm place? Are you ready to honor, respect, and protect and love yourself first and foremost, and say no when you need to say no, and say yes when you need to say yes to yourself? Are you willing to lose what needs to be lost and find what needs to be found? And make sure you drink lots of structured water and that you stay connected to your breath. You get out in the sunshine when it is out. And get your rest. It's very important to get your rest, everyone. Especially when we come into this whole Thanksgiving, Christmas thing. And don't say yes to everybody about coming over for dinner or this party. Limit yourself so you don't get sick. Okay? Because we only get sick when we're out of balance. And we only get sick physically when we're sick mentally. And I'm not saying sick that you need a white straitjacket, okay? I'm saying sick with your beliefs when you don't honor, respect, and protect and love yourself enough to say no when you need to say no and yes when you need to say yes. So tomorrow, which is Wednesday, Abby Michelle, she is a master trainer for the Doc of Detox. She's also our head nutritionalist. We'll be doing Pet Star with Marlene Siegel. And on Pet Star, if you've got a pet, you're going to want to join, okay? And then on Thursday, okay, I'm going to be doing what's called a pain-free body, okay? Live pain-free. And it's going to be about how I'm going to talk about every ache and pain from your nose to the tip of your toes. I'm going to answer all your questions. Everybody out there that's been having pains or sickness for 5, 10, 20 years, don't give up on you. I'm telling you, we have answers. We do. And the answers aren't about me. The answers are about you being able to take personal action and go in and fix this problem. I mean, are we like delusional, thinking that we can actually go to a practitioner and they're going to heal us? I mean, that has got to be the craziest thing I've ever heard in my whole life. Now, you can go to a practitioner for healing, but that practitioner better be training you how to take control of that beautiful body of yours. Because that beautiful body of yours is a self-healing, amazing creation that was created by our Creator. And do you know how much you have to be doing against it? And how many dysfunctional beliefs you have to actually be in pain on a continual level or something to not heal? You have to be an unconscious terrorist to your body. So what I want to do on Thursday at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time is go through this with you. You can call in with your questions. I'm going to go through what I would do if I was in your situation. And I'm going to go through the body, start from the toes and work my way up to the nose. Okay? All right. And then on Monday, what we're going to do is we're going to be having Dr. Marcel Wolfe, who is my brother, who is one of the top people in energy medicine in North America. Can you believe it? Yep. Anyways, we're going to be talking about the power of light. Did you know out of all energy medicine equipment, nothing is stronger than light? And we carry a device that's called Bioptron. We're not going to be trying to pitch this thing to sell you the Bioptron. We're going to be talking about how the Bioptron encompasses, you know, the Tesla technology and how it has a lens in it that will actually shine light into the body. And in 2 minutes twice a day, it will increase your circulation, microcirculation, by 47%. You heard what I said. And it'll do way much more than that, okay? And then we're going to talk about colors, how the colors work, and how we have what's called Tesla glasses that have the polarized technology in them that you can use to watch when you watch LED TV on your computer, on your phones, or like when you're in malls. That's why when you go to a mall, the EMF just tears you apart. You get so dehydrated, your eyes are burning, and you feel like, oh my gosh, I don't feel well, I gotta go. Well, the main part is that blue light and all that EMF. So we're going to be talking about the bioptron and how to use it, and how the sun is the greatest healer, and how we are energy medicine, how we are energy frequency beings, okay? So that'll be Monday, and then on Tuesday, I'll be doing another Braveheart. All right? So there's been no questions today, but I guess that's because everybody's got answers. So I want to thank you for joining me. And just remember something. Stop taking things personal. Stop looking for approval. Start loving yourself and filling your heart up with love from you. I want you to go and take a look in the mirror right now. Look deep into your eyes. And I want you to ask yourself, why is it, what belief is in the way that you cannot just totally love yourself today, this moment, to totally let yourself off the hook for everything you've ever done and everything else you're ever going to do, because you are a beautiful human being, and you're going to make mistakes because you were taught by dysfunctional parents and dysfunctional society and everybody else in it. That's right. Don't tell me that I was supposed to get it right when I came here the first time. I'm still working on it, and I don't need your approval, and I don't need your judgment, because I'm doing great, thank you very much. And I'm going to make 100 mistakes today, and guess what? But they're not mistakes. Anything you've ever wanted to try to become good at, you had to practice over and over again. Did you know before your subconscious mind takes it on, your conscious mind has to take it on 100%, which means you've got to repeat something 10,000 times, because your subconscious only takes on prominent beliefs. So don't come to me and tell me that I'm guilty of something. Don't come to me and tell me that I'm not worthy of God's love, or don't tell me I'm not worthy of anybody else's love, and that I'm not worthy of having everything and being everything, because I am. I don't want dysfunctional beliefs hanging out there and destroying this next generation, because I truly believe that that which created the whole universe is only total love. So don't give me all the man-made rules from all these fools that tell me what I can do, what I can't do. And anytime that I have a rule that somebody's giving to me and it makes me feel uneasy, or it's keeping me trapped, or it makes me feel like I'm locked down, I'm not buying it. If I hear something and somebody tells me, and that brings up my vibration as a human being, it makes me feel better about myself and the world I live in, then I will embrace it. So I say, go shopping. I say, go shopping and shop for that authentic you. Go shopping, but go shopping inside, and you will find the greatest gifts of life. Thank you for joining me. Have a beautiful day.